Hey y'all, welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality, whatever. Period. I am your
Period.
wonderful host, Glinda, and we're here with our
Oh,
bad witch bitch, Elphaba. Elphaba, how are
okay.
you feeling today, sister?
Glinda, why am I Elphaba?
Oh, should I be Elphaba?
I don't want to
Too
be
late
Elphaba.
for second guessing. What she say? What she say?
Ooh.
Let us speak loud.
I could be Elphaba. Yeah, because you can sing Glinda.
Be grateful.
You're eating that up?
Let us rejoice and find the
You're eating
goodness
that
of
up?
you.
You're eating that up?
The wicked workings of you know who.
You're
Bitch,
eating
I'm
that up?
Glinda. Bitch, I'm
You're
Glinda.
eating that up.
I'm
You're
Glinda the
literally Glinda.
motherfucking. Where's my
You're
motherfucking
literally
bubble?
Glinda.
Where is my bubble?
And you have to be Glinda. You know why?
Why?
Because you can never defy gravity.
You and I defy
You're not eating that up. Exactly.
gravity.
Exactly.
Oh, I can do that. That's my line.
Kiss me goodbye. Defying
That's my line.
gravity.
Ah! Should we recap Wicked? Because what was that episode? Is anyone gagging? Are the girls gagging? Is it gagging, daughter? Daughter, is it gagging?
Is it gagging? Is it gagging?
Is it 5, 6, 7, 8 set? No, it's giving 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is it giving a 5, 6, 7, 8 set?
It's giving 1, 2, 3, 4. This bracket is boring as hell. I can see the girls are not in the chat because no one gives a damn about the bracket. I understand, girl. I get it.
I'm not gagging.
I get it. I mean, the thing
the girl.
is,
no, wait. The girls on Twitter were saying this. I love that about the queens are queens.
Because all of a sudden we all hate Mistress. All of it. We all hate her Mistress. She's a villain. She's nasty. She's gonna lose her fans. Now people are trying to pretend that this bracket is actually interesting. And the thing is, I understand. Have your preference. You don't like Mistress, but we don't have to lie.
Period.
I hate when people lie. Do not lie. There's no reason to lie. You know what I mean? The bracket is trash. You know, there's some people that I enjoy. Okay. I love Mrs. Cynthia Lee Fontaine. I was happy to see an update on her diagnoses, you know, things like that. You know, I actually like Ginger Min. She was one of the only reasons why I enjoyed season 7 because, baby, that season is a snooze fest.
Period.
Daya and Acid and Denali and Alyssa and a lot of chops. A lot of chops I don't give a damn about. I know the girls are living for Denali. Denali is not my cup of tea, so I'm not like gagging on that I want to fuck them level. But they are very attractive. The body is bodying, the face is facing, but that's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Period. Acid is interesting, but this isn't.
I like Acid.
2008 anymore. Whenever the fuck season 8 aired, so it's like she's not in that prime to really give the Acid Betty that was really being, I feel like, not problematic, but argumentative on season 8. So I'm just like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of online support for Ginger though, because a lot of people were dragging Ginger. So I now see this force to be like, let's root for Ginger, let's love Ginger, which I live for Ginger. So I'm happy about it. I think she ate this episode up. I don't know how you could drag her for this episode, but great episode for her. I saw someone who said Diabetes Loki should have won the lip sync. Don't agree with that. I just like people are just talking with this bracket. This bracket is just making the girls say anything.
Everything about this bracket was just a little bit off. Someone's a little bit off about this bracket, and I think that's the problem. But I don't know anybody in this bracket but Daya, Alyssa, and Denali. Don't like Denali, don't like Daya, and don't care for Alyssa. So of the girls in this bracket, I really like Ginger Minj and Acid from what I've seen from this episode. They have endearing personalities. I see why they're on Drag Race. The other girls, snooze fest. No shade. Cynthia Lee Fontaine actually seems interesting too.
Okay.
Like honestly,
my cuckoo.
My cuckoo. Like the other 3 girls I don't know seem actually interesting. The girls I do know are boring as fuck. Denali's boring as fuck. Sorry, I don't care about her fans. I don't know what y'all see in her other than a bore. Her flow's a bore. Drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw. She better stop the dialogue.
Melissa Hunter calling herself Trade. Like I don't know who gave her these titles. Stop giving.
I'm the Trade. Trade not sounding like that, Queen.
That's what I'm saying. Because like I use that joke too. Like I'll call any straight male Trade or any attractive man Trade as a joke. But like I feel like as a black person, I still understand the actual origin of the meaning.
What actual trade is?
Alyssa Hunter calling themselves a Trade over and over again, having a jacket that says Trade. y'all have misused the word, baby. It's going too far.
Yeah.
It's going way too far, baby. Ain't nothing trade about a man on Drag Race. Let's just be 1000% honest, okay? Trading this season is a fun joke. It's a very fun joke, but ain't no such thing as trade on Drag Race. Trade wouldn't be on the
race. You're spilling. Now, is Alyssa Hunter handsome?
Very.
Very pretty. Very pretty. Not trade. Not trade. Sorry about that. But we're here, child. I know that's right.
We're here. Let's go ahead and get into this
episode. Mary Duda said Ginger finally gave not a chop look. That's interesting because I saw this look and I didn't love it. But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, I'll say the same. I will say I wouldn't say this is the first time though. Like I've seen season 7. I've always enjoyed Ginger. So I really don't have any negative opinions. I think she was a really well-rounded queen on 7. The person who won, I see why they won. Very main character. I can see why Ginger Minj hasn't won, and this is her 4th time overall because something about Ginger Minj does give secondary act. But in a season like this, girl,
she will be winning.
I can see
she will be winning.
Well, I don't know.
Give her her crown.
She has to beat out, RuPaul's favorite twinks, Lydia and Georges. Now,
my God,
RuPaul loved them some Ginger, but she's been out of her twink days.
She's not a tweak anymore, and that's
probably
the
never been. So,
Lisa, is your microphone coming from your microphone?
Oh, is it not?
I can't. I feel like I can't tell. I can't tell, but I'm like,
it's not.
Oh, okay.
Do I sound better now?
Honestly,
do I sound better now?
You're here.
Okay.
Yes. Period.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, Ginger Minj needs to win for me.
It was coming out of the camera.
Child,
I don't know if Ginger Minj needs to win. I really hope if All Stars 11,
I like her. I like Ginger Minj a lot. Like
I like her too, but like I do think I would appreciate someone else winning this season. But I don't mind her winning either, only because it has been so long. It will kind of be deserved. But I mean, she's brought back Latrice before and had her lose again. She's brought back Jujubee several times and had her lose. Girl, she will bring the girls back and lose. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does lose. I'm really just hoping that if the same twist is used for All Star 11, like the rumor is, that they switch up the cast. Like, it doesn't need to be this many chops in one category. And that's what really pisses me off too, because we've said it before, but RuPaul clearly has his obvious faves within these brackets. And what he does is rig for his faves to be in the top. And then, basically just pass up everyone else who got a lower placement on their season. Like, everyone who had a lower placement on their season is out of their bracket. So I would assume Alyssa Hunter's going to be out. I would assume Cynthia Lee Fontaine is going to be out. And I would assume Acid is going to be out because all of them got low placement. That makes the most sense. And that's what it has been. And it's because, like, I don't know why it's not competitive enough. Like, I get it. You need 18 queens, but a bracket should be girls within the same range. Like Alyssa, Acid, and Cynthia Lee.
Phoenix
could have been with Phoenix. Who else?
And Nicole
Paige Brooks. You know what I mean? Like, type shit like that. That would have been, first of all, chaotic and messy, but also interesting because they're all on the same level. It would have been actually competitive, So and it gave an actual interesting outcome. I think the issue is she didn't want to do a bracket of Mistress, Lydia, Georges, Ginger,
because one of her faves would have had to
left all of her faves, and she would have to lose 3 faves. But that's how it needs to be, because then you just get left with many brackets where there's obvious winners and obvious losers. I mean, every single bracket we can guess the fucking top 3.
We did guess it. Yeah, and that's embarrassing, and that's not fun, and that's not interesting. That's why I don't like. The reason I don't like the bracket style All Stars is because I can obviously see the results, and I don't get to see these girls interact with each other. It's just 2 bad negative reasons, and it's like when I'm thinking of the pros and the cons, I'm almost like, what is the pro of the brackets? I don't think I can think of a pro of the brackets.
I think that's the only thing.
But like, what about it is campy?
It's campy. I would definitely say it's campy. I'm not going to take that away from it.
Like the concept itself. The concept
itself is very campy.
I think the concept is campy, but it hasn't garnered campy outcomes. Like campy results haven't happened.
It's a rigor.
It's because of
like Amal said, rigor mortis down, baby. She's a rigor
mortis. And that's the problem.
Mary Duda said we need to pick the brackets, put it in the hands of the fans.
Put it in the hands of the fans. I agree, though.
Period.
Truly.
RuPaul broke.
I'm not gagging. this bracket is trash too. We could get into it, girl, because I'm not.
Let's get into it. So we do the regular Meet the Queens intros. The girls walk in, they give their looks. We already did those looks back in the beginning, child. Not gonna go do it again. And then this is when RuPaul explains the Maxi challenge. So basically, this is gonna be inspired for Wicked for Good, out later this year. And if you haven't seen the original Wicked, especially as a gay person, go watch Wicked. Go watch Wicked.
Amen.
Get into it. The thing about Wizard of Oz,
I'm in love with Wicked.
My experience with Wizard of Oz is
not too much. Keep it cute.
I don't know who you're yelling at, flying monkey, but you need to shut the fuck up.
Lee is racist. Lisa is racist.
Yeah.
You calling black people monkeys for fun? That's funny to you?
I count enough money for fun. Anyways.
Oh my God.
As I was saying, my history with Wizard of Oz is not that broad. You know, I watched the original, but when I first saw the story, it was the Muppets Wizard of Oz with Ashanti.
Hit me off.
Hit. And I thought that was the original story for the longest. And then in school, they showed this shit which started with the black and white.
This shit!
The original Wizard of Oz, I don't find interesting. I don't. She's boring. It's a cute story, but it's boring. And it's no shade.
You have no taste. You have absolutely
no pussy, but you keep talking about it.
So you have absolutely no taste.
Oh,
why would I let a person with no taste finish?
Oh, okay, you want a cookie for liking Wizard of Oz? You want a cookie?
Just no taste is crazy.
Oh, okay. So now what?
Continue, tasteless.
Bitch, literally the Muppets version is better.
Keep going.
If you keep cutting me off, I can't keep going. Exactly. Bitch. So when I went into watching Wicked, I was like, well, I know Ariana Grande. I don't know Cynthia Erivo. I don't know what this is gonna give. Like, I didn't know the original play or anything like that. And then when I went into that theater and watched that movie, when I tell you, cried like a goddamn baby. It was so good. That ending song, the powerfulness of that moment, of that scene, coupled with Cynthia Erivo's voice. I mean, it sends me to tears every single time. Like, I need to rewatch it again. Okay. Oh no, I haven't. I didn't see The Wiz either. Houlihan. I've recently watched The Wiz.
On down.
I've recently watched The Wiz. Didn't really enjoy that either. I honestly just think the Wizard of Oz storyline is not for me, unless it's the Muppets doing it.
It's a very
y'all get it. Y'all get it. The Muppets version slap. The Muppets version is that girl. Ashanti was a nasty Dorothy. Okay, Ashanti was giving it up.
Period. Look, The Wiz, Wizard of Oz, it eats for me. I love the storyline. I can see why someone might find it, I guess, a bore, because it's so simple. It's like a very simple story. It's not a complex, extreme.
I actually love the story. That's the thing. The story itself, I actually really enjoy. I just don't care for the movie. Like, the story itself is really fun.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I love it. Yeah. Love the story. Love the characters. I like the music. But Wicked eats.
I don't like the music either.
He's on down. He's on The Wiz
no, The Wiz was T. The Wiz was T. You know, I got black music. Wiz. You can't help because that's soul. But the original Wizard of Oz.
I like the music on the original Wizard of Oz too. Not as much as The Wiz, obviously, but even the original Wizard of Oz, I love, like, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That's a beautiful song for me. Like, I love that song. It's so beautiful. But it got a dark past. No shade. Amal asked, who are we playing in Wicked? Because we joked about it at first, but who are we really playing? Who are we picked? I
think I would have to be Elphaba. I relate to Elphaba's story so much.
Okay, period. I don't think I would be a lead. I think I would be Pharaoh, honestly. Okay. Like in Wicked, Queen. In Wicked, I don't think I would be. I don't think I fit Glinda or Elphaba good enough. I would have to literally.
You definitely give me Glinda tease. A little. I don't think I fit Glinda good enough. A little dumb. A little in your own world.
I don't think I fit Glinda enough. Glinda is way too. She's like too extreme. Like, I feel like both of them are kind of extreme, and I think that's the point of their characters. They're the polar opposite of each other in that way. I'm not an extreme polar opposite type of person. Like, I feel like I'm too middle of the road. That's why I'm like, I feel like I would have to be Pharaoh or Bach or something. Ew, like, I don't know. That's why I said Pharaoh. Me and Bach, or the teacher, the dope teacher.
The goat teacher is funny.
Weird.
Something
I can be the goat
bad.
teacher.
Wait, do it. That was so sad when he went into the bar because he was turning into an animal that can't
something
speak.
always better.
That movie has so many like elements to it. But girl, let's get into. Well, do we want to get into the episode? You see how
we don't. Let's quickly.
Girl,
in
so
and
basically the teams will work in tandem. There's no, what'd she say? There's no fight we cannot face. Just you and I. They have to work in tandem. One has to be a good witch, one has to be a bad witch, and they have to design and create a bewitching look while also creating a backstory.
Which I thought when she said design and create a bewitching look, I think that's all I heard. Think that's all I heard. Because she said design and create a bewitching look in my mind. Great, a design challenge. Great. We're in this. It's going to be a design challenge. Boom. And you would think it is.
It is. It still is.
And according to the result,
with a little
it cannot be. It cannot be design. It's a create their backstory challenge with a design background, like a design element. That's what it gave with the results.
I think what it is, baby. You noticed how the judges were saying negative things about Denali and Acid looks, and they were saying negative things about Cynthia Lee and Alyssa's like full thing. So clearly they enjoyed Daya and Ginger's look, and they loved their story. I feel like if they genuinely didn't enjoy someone else's look, it could have been a different story, or they were just lying because they wanted Ginger and Daya to be top two. You never really know with the goddamn RuPaul's Drag Race host, okay? But I immediately, when I heard that they had to create a story, I was like, well, the story is definitely the most important thing. Because while it is a design challenge, there's always design challenges. If they're adding something extra, then that has to be hella important to it. And at the end of the day, Ginger and Daya had the best performance of their story, and I think they had the best story. Did I like their looks? Not necessarily, but I think I would say Denali and Acid had the best looks, and their story was shit. So it was like, I'm not giving them anything for that. And then Alyssa and Denali, I think they had, Cynthia and Alyssa, I think they had good looks as well, but the story itself was eh. And I just think that Daya and Ginger did a good mixture of both.
I think Daya and Ginger had the best story. I kind of just don't understand why the challenge is to make a story. I'm kind of confused on how that. I just don't think I've ever seen that in Drag Race. Where the love that, but I feel like that could be a musical, it could be a musical. I'm just confused why it's a story. Like I don't think I've ever seen. Maybe I just haven't seen enough Drag Race, but I don't think I've ever seen like the challenge just be make a story. Like I don't know. That's kind of the challenge, and it's like, why is that the challenge? To me, it kind of throws me off.
Monologues in season 17.
Yeah, I see that, and I remember not loving that as a challenge. And maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't like the concept of the challenge, the main challenge being make a story. Like that's kind of mid for me. I think that's where my confusion came in. I'm like, why isn't the design the majority of the thing? But maybe it is, and they actually liked Ginger's and Daya's design more than the other two, which is fine. I just didn't.
Hula Hay said because they want to push Ginger after front runner and she'd flop it with a design only. Girl, let's go ahead and get to that.
It does give because we saw what they did with the last two brackets, and damn near every result was rigged. So there's that on that.
Basically. So we get into the workroom. Some of the few things that happened. Basically, this is Ginger's third All-Star season, her fourth season overall, and she still can't sew. That is insane. Girl.
It is.
And as far as alliances goes, you kind of have the younger people who are cool in the group. You have Alyssa and Cynthia with this like Puerto Rican diva type thing. And then Acid, she has Cynthia, but Acid is feeling a little bit alone as far as alliance concerns because who does she know? Nobody for real. So that's her biggest concern. And then we get to the next day when they start picking partners. And then that's when Ginger goes into detail about why she cannot sew. I just don't understand how this is your fourth time being on this bitch and you cannot sew. That is insane to me. Girl, you should have been learning how to do that. Even Nicole Page Brooks learned a little bit, you know, like, and for her to be this experienced of a RuPaul's Drag Race drag queen, girl, Girl,
does she just not care? Clearly, she just doesn't care. Because if you cared, you would do it. Period.
And I think this is definitely what Pharaoh is saying. I don't know why design was involved if the best look doesn't win.
That's kind of how I feel. It kind of throws me off that design was even a part of it if the design didn't matter. Because no way you thought they had the best looks. Let's just be real. Y'all made that up.
It's no shade. Because I actually love Daya's look. Ginger just looked like it wasn't giving anything, really.
Ginger didn't give anything. Absolutely not. I like Daya's look as well, though. But yes.
So we get to the picking the partners. Alyssa, she's saying she wants Daya because it's supposed to be a frenemy thing, and she called her a bitch at the reunion, which I do slightly remember because Daya was acting the fool on that season, girl. She was, I will say, the main source of entertainment because of that. But it was one of those situations where I like her for the drama, but I don't like her. I like her energy so far this season, so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Daya is like she wants Acid because they're both weird and basically in this like same universe of drag, which is so cute because they're both Bettys but not related, and now they are besties. And I see that like they give the same aesthetic, very very like
they do
punk rockish, like out there, very cute. Like I would love to see them collab on something in this bracket.
I think they could have did really good in this bracket.
They could have ate this. Well, not this bracket because they wouldn't have to be a good witch, and they're both bad witches. No shade.
They are both bad witches, and that's the problem. But yeah.
And then Daya with Ginger ate the house down. Like that was such a good duo. And then she also saying Daya is saying that she wants Ginger because she feels like, you know, Ginger could come up with a good story. She's somewhat opposite of me. Ginger is saying that she wants one of the Bettys as well because opposite attract, and bitch they can sew and she cannot. So she's trying to get up in that tea. And then Denali also says she wants one of the Bettys. And this let
everybody wanted a Betty.
Girl, because they're like, bitch, these bitches are unique. The charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talents of it all.
Yeah, they have it. They have it.
And this is when Acid says she was drawn to Denali because it reminds her of Glinda. Like she gives Glinda vibes, and essentially she doesn't want to do it with Cynthia, even though they were on the same season, because we're friends. We're not frenemies. You know, it's supposed to be a frenemy challenge. The real gag is Acid wanted to fuck Denali. Let's just be real. I don't know that. I mean, I was just instantly drawn to Denali. Girl, you was drawn to that body and that face. Be fucking for real. Because Glinda,
she didn't want to do it with Cynthia Lee Fontaine, flop ass.
That as well.
And even like, because Alyssa, nobody wanted Alyssa. No shade. Nobody wanted Cynthia Lee Fontaine. No shade.
Well, Cynthia wanted Alyssa. She said she wants Acid or Alyssa. So someone wanted Alyssa. No one wanted Cynthia. Don't do my sister. Don't do my sister cuckoo like that. Okay.
Nobody wanted Cynthia, but that's my girl. I actually like Cynthia, but nobody wanted her.
So then we get to the final pairs. Why do I have? Oh yeah, Cynthia is paired up with Alyssa, the Puerto Rican divas. You have Daya with Ginger Minge. You have Acid with Denali, and then the girls start working on their parts. Now it was a lot of working. Those notes did not get taken, girl, because snooze.
Nothing to say.
Yeah. So if y'all want to bring up anything that was said, do it in the chat. But we're gonna slide.
Nothing was said. This group is so boring, and I will say the most entertaining was Daya, because Daya was being very shady in the diary room about Alyssa. What Alyssa wanted her and her not. She was very shady, but even that was like snore. That was like the least shade
like
of the shade.
Like, you know, Pink Bracket was throwing shade like fucking blows, bitch. Like the energy Pink Bracket gave, even Orange Bracket had some really like sparky energy. This is just giving like, ooh.
A part of me feels like maybe it should have went purple bracket, orange bracket, pink bracket to end with a bang.
They didn't want to do that. They wanted to give us. They wanted to give us the lead up. So orange is a nice lead up to keep us watch. First of all, they knew everyone was going to watch Pink Bracket. That's why I put it in the center. They knew that if they had a decent one in the front, it would keep people watching long enough to get to the Pink Bracket.
I see that.
And they left purple for last. I don't think they expected anyone to watch purple at all. That's why it's last.
And that's why it threw me off, because honestly, I don't like purple. And it's let's say I didn't have to do the podcast, I would probably just stop watching from here on. And it's like, wouldn't you want something to keep us watching?
Girl, I would have stopped watching the first episode and came back and then Pink Bracket.
And then left again. And then that's the problem. Like, I feel like if anything, for me, in my mind, if it went pink to the top 10, I would have watched those entire last 7 episodes from pink and then moving on to the merge and then moving on to the finale. I would have watched it. But if I was just watching this, I would have stopped watching. I would have only watched the 3 pink episodes.
And that's
because of the order they went in. Yeah. But hey, maybe it's just not good.
And then I did want to speak on this because RuPaul enters the villa and he's talking to Alyssa and Cynthia mentions that she is still in remission with her liver cancer because she was diagnosed back in season 8 with it. And she, came back for season 9, and I think she was in remission then as well. But I don't know. I love Cynthia. I wish you get to her original seasons because you can really see like the positivity that she brings. And it's just so unfortunate that someone such a positive soul like that, just like this positive energy, is going through something so, detrimental, and yet she's still so positive. That's why I just love her so much. She said she had a hip replacement, she got lower back surgery. My bitch is still in the motherfucking villa in the workroom getting her shit done. Okay. I just love that. Like, I live for Cynthia Lee Fontaine so much. She was one of my faves.
She's a bright light because I don't know her, but even with watching this episode, I was like, wow, I really like her. Like, she's very likable. She's just likable, honestly.
And then we get a flash on the screen, and you have Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande announcing themselves as the guest judges for the week. I have one question. Out of all the brackets, why do they get Ariana and Cynthia?
I have a theory. You want to hear my theory? No, this is my theory. They chose this bracket. My theory is Ariana Grande chose this bracket. She's a fan of Drag Race. I think she loves Denali. I think she likes Daya. I think she likes Denali. I think she likes the people in this bracket. Honestly, I don't think when I remember Ariana did an interview about some of her favorite queens and da. I don't remember exactly who she said, but I feel like it aligns kind of with the energy of this bracket more than any of the previous one. I don't remember her saying Mistress Isabel Brooks. I remember her saying Aja. But I think she likes the Denali type.
It makes sense because I feel like this is like a young, older skewed bracket. Like the other brackets were more recent seasons. Deja, Bosco, both from 14.
Yep.
Fucking Carrie
Mistress was for 14.
Carrie was in 14. Mistress was 15. Lydia was 17. Bitch. Like a lot of the double digit seasons were represented. This one represents 7, 8, 9. Denali is what is Denali season?
12 or 13?
13, I believe, which is still not 13. The oldest that they have. So I feel like maybe it could be that, like she's fan of the OG people, especially the way she was gassing up Denali. It definitely gives she was a fan of Denali.
It did. I think she chose this. I think she chose this bracket. Maybe not. I don't know, but that was my theory.
Okay, and because I just wasn't gagging. And then back to the workroom. Basically, Ginger is struggling to sew. Once again, even though this is her 4th season, the fact that they even put that in the episode, like the fact, like I'm hoping it's because she won that they kept bringing this up, because that was just insane to see. Like she was really over there struggling, like asking for help, and it's like, Ginger, sister, you should know how to do this already. I just can't.
Very embarrassing.
So here go Daya. Somebody got to bring the mess, child. Somebody has to be.
Thank God, honestly, shit.
Diabetic, she asked Alyssa, were you upset that she didn't choose you? Wait, I said that's so weird. Daya asked Alyssa, was she upset that Daya didn't choose her? And Alyssa was like, I mean, it did kind of hurt, but she wasn't too pressed about it. And then she asked Cynthia, and Cynthia was like, I mean, no, I'm okay. I still got to work with Alyssa. That was one of my choices. I'm good. See, you're gonna press Cynthia, not Cynthia, bitch. Okay. Ooh, girl, you have no thoughts. You have no thoughts, girl. You have nothing to say. You have nothing to say, girl.
Hypothetically, if I was here, would have skipped the Ginger not showing. Girl, I have to show.
You see these notes? There's nothing on here.
Y'all, I mean, it's just.
Girl.
Next?
This Mary Duda bringing up how Utica finna be on Project Runway.
I saw that. I actually saw that, y'all. If y'all don't know, I love Utica God. Utica God is my sister, my diva, my queen. I love her down. I loved her on her season 13. She did really, really well. She made it farther than anybody would expect. She's so good at design, and I love how good she is at design. And I think she would do very, very good at Project Runway. Way better than that Santino girl. So
I cannot believe Santino was on Project Runway. When I saw that clip on TikTok, I said, wow. And now did y'all know that Santino is now like a right-wing neo-Nazi?
I saw that.
Conservative. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
I saw that. He has like his mind works in the way that I feel like those people's minds works. Very arbitrary, very delayed. Weird, very. It's just it's just a little delayed. Like he's.
I don't know how you come from a show RuPaul's Drag Race and Project Runway and become a weirdo.
His mind works in weird ways. You could tell though.
Like whenever he was definitely topping RuPaul, and now you hate gays.
100%, or multiple people, and you could tell that. And it's weird because he still probably tops people like that. It's just his mind does not work in a normal manner. I don't know if he's probably neurodivergent. I don't know if he's just generally off. I don't know what's going on with his mind. But it was never. It was never
giving coke.
It is giving coke. It was always giving coke. No shade.
I like this section. Denali clocks the most valuable queen twist, the ability to give away points. I thought that was interesting. I haven't heard anyone really clock it yet. And then she was annoyed because she's like, well, that means it's going to be more of an alliance type of game, a friendship type of game, rather than skill. And my response to that, girl, is, have you watched the show, Tamar? Like, every All-Star season is more about alliances and friendships than it is skills.
She's
every single one. That's why I don't know if y'all saw on Race Chaser. The Race Chaser? I don't know.
What is that
show that Alaska does with Willem? They were dragging Mistress about the situation with All Stars. I mean, her pink bracket, and I was just like, I just find that so weird. Like, I feel like as a queen, you should understand that it is a game. Like the All Stars version of it is a social strategic game. Like they set it up for that reason. So I feel like it's one thing for the fans to drag, but as a fellow queen, especially a queen that wasn't affected, it's like, girl, why are you so boring?
Why are you boring and stupid and lame? Like, I don't understand that. I really don't get that. I love the queens who are able to understand that.
Alaska was so set up well in her All-Star season because they had like 19 bitches from season 5. So, of course, you weren't worried about going home or being in danger because y'all dominated that season from the beginning. It was like 10 of them bitches.
Girl.
Like, so it's like the audacity to speak on someone that was literally fighting to get to top 3. Like, some of these girls, literally, that's another thing, too. Not only are the girls who are getting chopped flops just in general compared to the other ones, they're also dumb. Like they're not doing smart things to get themselves to the top. There was a very possible chance that Mistress would not have been in the top 3 if she did not do the things that she was doing. 1,000%. She got herself into her top 3 spot.
She did, and I feel like people just wanted her to sit there and lose, like the same thing that Tina Burner did. She sat there and she lost, and that's all it was. And people wanted her to do that. Why would she want to lose? Why would you want to lose? Why would you want to waste thousands of dollars, all of your time during this time? You could be working, you could be going out doing gigs, you could be on tour, but instead you're coming out here to win the money and to win Drag Race. Why would you come up here and choose to lose like Tina Burner? To be honest, I don't care if Tina Burner feels like she did the right thing morally. I don't give a fuck about Tina.
What about financially, baby?
I think that's the issue. Tina Burner did this for her morals and who she is as a person. Who you are as a person and your morals don't change based off what you did on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10. And for her to think that it does, to me, it makes it feel like she has weak morals. Every girl who feels like this changes their morals makes me feel like you have weak ass morals. If you feel like going on a TV show for 3 days and acting in the way for you to win the show is ruining your morals, then your morals are fragile. Truly. And that's just how I feel. And I feel how I feel because I feel how I feel. Period. Mistress knows what she stands for and what she doesn't stand for. And that's all that matters. Because if your morals matter more to the people who are watching than it does to yourself, then I don't appreciate that. And I think Tina Burner thinks in her mind, this is what I need to do for myself and how I feel. No, you don't. If you weren't on TV, I don't believe you. I just don't believe. Personally, I don't believe you. I believe you feel like you are being watched and you feel like you need to do the right thing because you're being watched. It's giving very much so performative. If you ask me, girl, play the game.
1,000%. Why even come? Like, you know how All Stars are set up. If you don't, like I said, watch the show. Like you're going to go on, do your research, mama. Like this happens every season. But also, you made it such a good point. Like Mistress talked about this in one of her YouTube videos, and Monet and them. It costs thousands of dollars. They're wasting money being there for All Stars. They could be going to gigs. They could be going on tour. They could be doing YouTubes and shit like that. They could be doing so many things to earn money. They're literally wasting money just to go on that show. Why would you not fight your hardest to win or to go the furthest you can in the competition? Bitch, I'm doing whatever the fuck I can, bitch. I'll Tanya Harding a bitch, okay? Why would I come in here, spend all this goddamn money not to win the goddamn crown? That's bullshit. So you're right. Like that makes all of that moral and integrity shit sound even more stupid because, girl, so you're wasting your time and your money and your morals because, bitch, you're still here.
Yep. Yeah, you wasted everything. Because that's the thing, like if you genuinely, and that's another issue. That's another thing that throws me off. I don't understand the whole morals of it all because Tina Burner, you came on this show and you still participated. You still was giving your votes out and you was giving your coins out and you was doing this. And when Nicole Page was whispered and was like, "Oh, we should do this, and this, and this," you were a part of all of that too. You're not absolved. You participated in the structures of the game. So because you participate in the structures of the game, your morals are still as much unintact as it is for everybody else. If in your mind you should do the most fair thing never giving your coin to Carrie Colby. That's not fair. You should have evened it out, and you didn't even stay consistent with what you thought was fair and right. If you felt it was fair to be even and equal, you would have been even and equal. But instead, you were trying to put all of your coins onto one person to purposefully make sure they beat other people. You didn't even stay consistent. So not only are you the moral police, you're also a loser and you're inconsistent.
A sore loser at that. No shade. And that's why unfortunate because I really enjoyed Tina Burner her original season. She kind of put a sour taste in my mouth, but I ain't gonna remove her from my favorites list because 13 special place in my heart. Then we get Ariana and Cynthia Erivo entering the goddamn workroom. I don't think they were gagging enough. I would have been.
They were not.
Girl, as soon as I saw Cynthia,
I think they were trying to be like normal. You would not in real life.
Girl, I was like, oh my god! Like,
okay,
I would have
they
been
weren't
loud as fuck. Like, no shade. Like, because it would have caught me off guard. Like, not they here.
Yes.
Like, this is Ariana Grande, Cat Valentine. My sister has been in my life for years. Okay, bitch, I've been here since Cat Valentine days, bitch. Of course, I'm gonna be crying and throwing up. And I don't know much about Cynthia before Wicked, but girl, that portrayal of Elphaba, girl,
yes, you ate.
I would be gagging because when I tell you, I was so
gagging.
obsessed with Wicked after I watched it. Like the soundtrack, I played it almost every single fucking day. Like love every. I wouldn't say it's rare when I love songs in the musical, but I do have a few favorite musicals, and it's one of them. And I know like the fucking songs. I still listen to them to this day. Like I'm so excited for Wicked for Good, and seeing them both there together, I would have been gagging.
I would have been gagging too. They were not gagging enough at all. And it almost made me feel like they should have been in somebody else's bracket. Like, why did they deserve this? Did they deserve this? I don't know. But we move. If I was in another bracket and I saw this bracket got Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, I would have been so fucking mad.
I would have been pissed.
Wow.
I would have been
weak ass bracket.
Pissed the fuck. I got Ice Spice and y'all got Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
Like what? Who did the first bracket get? Nobody?
No, they got somebody. I can't remember. Who did Orange Bracket got y'all that was famous? I don't
Doechii,
remember.
Right? It was Doechii, wasn't it?
No, I don't think have we seen Doechii yet? I don't recall seeing Doechii yet. Doechii.
I think we saw Doechii. They danced to a Doechii song.
Did they?
I
don't recall.
I don't know.
Girl, the people in the chat don't know either.
Right, girl, who cares?
Girl, I don't remember shit about Orange Bracket.
Ice Spice was the second bracket for. Well, Ice Spice. Wait, who was it? They didn't get anybody.
I swear they had one famous person. No, that would be so unfair if they didn't get anybody.
Oh, Doechii was on season 17. That's why I'm remembering her. So who the fuck did they get? Nobody. That's fucking rude.
Wait, Orange have? Oh, was Orange Ice Spice? Who was Pink?
I thought Pink was Ice Spice. No, Orange was Ice Spice. Orange was Ice Spice because Aja danced to Ice Spice.
Oh, you're right. Think you the shit.
Who was Pink? Who did Pink get? Ice Spice again? Chaperone. That's why we don't know. We don't know who that girl is.
I don't know who that lady is.
Is she even famous?
Damn. So I would have been mad as fuck. Ice Spice, Chaperone,
and y'all got Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Fuck y'all.
Wow.
This weak ass bracket got Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande when it could have been a good bracket.
But they were going to talk about how Silky in season 11, how she picked Ariana up and spun her around. Silky.
What?
Yes, Silky
picked Ariana who up? Ariana who?
No. It was Miley. It was Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
Silky,
my God.
Silky clocked that Miley Cyrus was dressed up in this like disguise. And when she clocked, she picked her up and spun her around. Miley looked terrified, bitch. She was trying to like have a happy face, but it gave like, nigga, put me down.
Why did she do that?
Girl,
this is your fave, Lisa? Lisa, this is your fave?
No, I put her on my favorites list because the entertainment value, and that's a black sister. I have to,
She's the black Mimi on first.
Definitely. It was a mess. But Ariana has been on the show before. I forgot which season.
Yes. She's been on the show multiple times. I don't know which season either.
Oh, she did one time way back in the day. Then she came back again where she surprised them. Mother has arrived. What was that? Was that All Stars 9?
That was when she was being vivacious. She was being vivacious. She had the whole person. That could have been no. I think that was a regular season. That was a regular season.
Mother has arrived.
Oh, season 7, season 15.
So it was season 15. Ginger. She know Ginger down. She judged Ginger. That's actually crazy.
And season 15, now she's back for All Stars 10. She loves it.
Literally 3 different Arianas, bitch. The first one was yours truly, Ariana. Then we got I don't know who season 15 Ariana was. Sweetener or
my hips is popping.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you next.
They wouldn't thank you next. It had to be like around positions area. Switching up positions for you.
It had to be positions area.
And then now we got Glinda.
Yeah. I know that's right.
Child.
Black, Asian, and white Ariana. I'm not doing
and then that's when.
Where the fuck did he go?
That's when Ginger mentions that she's feeling really emotional because she loves everything Wizard of Oz, like Pharaoh, and she's been obsessed with Wicked. She's been obsessed with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Yeah. So this is a really big moment for her. Like she has to go out there and really serve it up on a platter. And apparently that's what she does because they lived for the look. Look.
Oh, they live for the look.
You can be a hater, but we're gonna see when we get to these goddamn.
I'm not a hater. The look just isn't good.
Well, we'll be the judge of that. Because we get to judge it live. Yeah. Well, not live. Recorded. Very much recorded.
Currently.
So, next on the podcast, we're going to go to the runways. First up on the docket, we have Ginger and Daya Betty. I'm living for Daya movements, bitch. Daya was not playing with that goddamn
The movements were definitely... The movements ate. Ginger is moving for sure.
She's definitely doing something. She's doing something.
I'm just not visually stunned. It looks muted on that stage. I hate that for me. I hate that for me.
I did not like that they're wearing the same color. I did enjoy that every other bracket did 2 different colors. But if I'm going based off of how the performance was, like they really sold their story. And the story itself was killer. Like I can bypass Ginger's, mid-ass look because I think Daya ate. Like everything Daya did in this performance, 10s across the board. Ginger, I would also give 10s minus the outfit, really. But overall, I can see why they won. Like they gave it. They served this up on a platter, in my opinion. No notes.
They served the performance. They served the story. The looks, which I thought was what we were doing, hate them. Hate specifically Ginger's. Ginger's is terribly ugly.
Who the heck said?
In what world is Ginger serving witch and not a lady who shops at Kohl's? And that's another thing. It's supposed to give witch. Ginger looks like a lady who shops at Kohl's. She does. I hate this. Don't love the look. That is wonderful.
She ate. Next up on the docket, we have our Puerto Rican divas, Alyssa Hunter and Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Period. These looks to me, I really did like these looks. I'm not going.
I liked them when you posted them, and then when I watched it, I was like, the looks. I agree with Homegirl said. It's kind of costumey. However, it is a story about witches. So I mean.
What do you expect? Right. Because to be frank, Daya's was costumey as well. Daya's didn't look like a real person.
Daya's was way more cunty than costume. I'll be honest.
It looks like a costume though.
It literally
Broadway looks like a Maleficent
costume to me.
This is full on costume, I will say.
Yeah.
I just didn't think I thought that was the point, and maybe I was wrong for thinking that was the point. Because when I heard that it was supposed to be a witchery good witch, bad witch, in my mind I immediately thought Wicked, which is a Broadway performance. Mm-hmm. This is about Wicked. It's a rendition of this whole idea, and Wicked is a Broadway performance. So when they came out in a Broadway-like look, I thought that would make sense. Or maybe I'm stupid for thinking that. I don't know. I don't see why that doesn't make sense.
Good thing you don't get paid for thinking.
Period. to me, that made sense. 100%. Like that's the whole point is Wicked. This is Wicked. This is giving that.
I get it. I just think it does kind of look slightly tacky, slightly costumey. Someone said like the colors are striking, but the taste isn't there. I feel like I agree with that. And the storyline itself for me was hard to follow. I did see someone who was Latino on Twitter. They were saying that they relate to it because they are Spanish. And they kind of could really get like they were doing bilingual. They were doing like Spanish inspired themes or whatever. And I feel like maybe if you're not really in that, you can't really keep up with it. And that's kind of what I was like. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Not because I couldn't understand them, but because the story didn't feel cohesive. It was like, girl, what are they talking about?
I genuinely couldn't understand them because they kept switching back and forth between Spanish and English. And I didn't know what they were saying during the Spanish parts. So when they were speaking English, I couldn't connect. I assumed the Spanish parts were connecting what they were saying in English. And because I didn't understand it, I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about, honestly. So yeah, the performance, and I want to say their movements and stuff, I thought they were very expressive. They are both very expressive, but I didn't understand their story, so I couldn't really have any I didn't have any opinions on it. But
that is a really annoying thing, though, because a lot of the times they do get like the Puerto Rican queens on the show to do these like acting challenges or speech challenges and things like that. And I mean, of course, it's not going to be something that is a winning option because I mean, the judges, I doubt, can understand them as well as they should be. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they should make sure they have a bilingual judge on the cast whenever they do this, so people can actually have a chance to win. Like I remember there are so many moments with Alexis Mateo, Yara Sofia, girl. I mean, the list goes on and on about Puerto Rican queens I've been on the show who bombed these type of challenges. I mean, Alyssa on her first season bombed her acting challenge, you know, and a lot of it's because of the language barrier, and that's just not fair.
Yeah. And Mary Duty says, yeah, I understood the story because I'm from Mexico, but Cynthia needed more infliction. And it's like, I don't even think that's not something I could even think of because I didn't understand it. I couldn't even think in my mind, Cynthia, you need to do this more. And Alyssa, you need to do this more. And that would have been better. I can't even give critiques because I don't know what the fuck they were saying. Truly. Yeah. And that's just frank. Honestly, this is being real. But yeah.
And last but not least, we have Denali and Acid Betty. Now,
they look good too.
Videos now because they're not even doing anything. Now
they're not doing anything.
But the energy in this is the energy they keep the entire time. Denali, I hated Denali's because she just kept doing like it was like, where's the performance? Like you see Daya, she's you know, Cynthia
and even her,
they were walking across the stage like they were not giving performance. Like, and I agree, TL in the chat. These are definitely the best looks. I agree.
These are the best looks.
Like they ate these looks down. I don't know what the fuck. I almost call that man Ray Charles. What is his name? Law Roach. Oh. I don't know where Ray Charles came from, but Law Roach. I don't know what Law Roach was talking about. I thought both of them looked good, and the other judges were saying Denali's padding. You could see through that. I'm like, girl, I didn't catch none of that. They ate. It's just the story. The story was trash. They talked about in the challenge that Acid came up with the story overnight. Denali did no help, and I feel like that was low-key the problem because it needed something that kept it from being one note. It felt one note the entire time, one tone, and that wasn't interesting. Like the plot twist at the end with the iced coffee, like I didn't think that was funny or interesting. Like, and then the way they ended it, it was just like, okay, you know. So they had beautiful looks, but there was no performance value. And the thing is, if this is a design challenge, low key, they should have won. But incorporating the story part, them incorporating it, the story is still important. And they bombed so bad on the story and performance for me, I wouldn't be able to give it to them either. Like it has to go to Daya and Ginger
Minge. I was gonna say I don't think they knew. Well, I don't know. But when they said Denali didn't work on the story at all, a part of me was like, do they understand that it's not mostly a design challenge? I don't think they understood that it wasn't mostly a design challenge, specifically Denali. Because for Denali to not even work on the performance, I don't think she thought it mattered. I don't think there's no way Denali thought they would mainly be judging the story, and she didn't even work on the story. That's impossible. She genuinely thought she would be judged on her design, which is beautiful. She looks amazing, and she thought that was the challenge. And I think that's my problem. It's like I don't think it was clear that how important the story was. Them incorporating it, obviously it matters, but Denali not working on it at all. It's clear she didn't understand the importance of it. She didn't know that was going to be the main thing they were judging. They should be, in my opinion, each of these brackets have had a design challenge, and in my opinion, all 3 brackets should have been mainly judged on the design part of their challenge and not the other bullshit. So with that being said, I feel like this should have been the top situation, because it should have been judged on design. And it's like I guess maybe not, but then it kind of confuses me, because I remember on the first bracket, Bosco was in the top because they felt like she actually designed something and they didn't think Olivia designed something. So it's like, is it about the design or is it the other portion? Because it was supposed to be family. Their design challenge was family resemblance, but they didn't choose the best family resemblance. They chose the best design.
Girl,
so why is it that
and make shit
why
up?
is it that some of them it's the best design, and then other brackets it's the secondary portion? Because if that was the case, I would have preferred them to be the family resemblance is most important. This story is the most important, and I forgot what it was for the last bracket, but it should be the secondary part most important every single time if that's the case. But also that kind of throws me off as well, because why give each person a design, a comedy, and an acting challenge if you're not going to judge them on design, comedy, and acting? This was judged on performance. This was a performance challenge. This was not a design challenge. So it's like, if you're trying to keep it equal between the brackets, they didn't get judged on design, because if they did, Acid and Denali would have won. I'm just confused. Yeah. I'm just confused. Boulay said it's about finding an excuse to put the queens they want in the top. And we've seen that over and over again. Lydia won the design challenge. Lydia won her design challenge in the last bracket. And it's like, is it about and Lydia won because they said she did the best, the seams, and her stuff was very clean and da-da-da-da. Why is it that Lydia had a design challenge and she won? Bosco was in the top for her design challenge because of her design. But now that we're on bracket 3, all of a sudden it's about the secondary part. When did that? Why is it all of a sudden about the secondary part? Because Ginger Minge is doing good at it. Is that why? Oh, okay. I can't do the wishy-washy.
I mean, and that's how it's always gonna be with RuPaul. He's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. He does not really give a damn, child, and that's what we just have to deal with every single season. It's his show. True. It's literally in the name.
And Ginger and Daya did do good, and I love them. They did good. Daya has grown on me. Daya grew on me throughout her original season. At first, I hated her. By the end, I was like, okay, she's good at this shit. And here, I actually kind of like her, and I love Ginger. So I'm not mad they won. It just confuses me with the. I'm just confused at what the what's the truth? I feel lied to.
It's okay. At the end of the day, we don't have to deal with it every season, girl. Let's go ahead and get into this top 2. So, of course, Daya and Ginger win, and they are doing Defying Gravity, bitch. Okay. And nobody in all of Oz no wizard that there is or was is ever gonna bring me
Lee, you're singing the wrong version. Why did they have them lip sync to the motherfucking
right version?
Why were they not lip syncing to Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande? Does anyone have that answer?
Alessandra
told me I know the answer.
Yeah, Alessandra told me on Twitter that they were filming it when, or it was out when they were filming this, so it was too close to the release for them to be able to use Cynthia's, because apparently the studio wasn't gonna give it up, and I can see that. I'm sorry, Adina's version. This is a huge apology to anyone who loves the original. I have not seen the original, so eat me up, please. But there's not enough power in it. Like, I have never heard Defying Gravity before until Cynthia Erivo sung it, and the power, the emotion, the vocal range. I mean, the like Adina's is just her yelling. Like, girl, why are you yelling? Where is the passion? You know what I mean? Like, girl, where's the soul a little bit? That's why, no shade, the girls are wondering why they getting gender swapped. Girl, wasn't no white girl finna eat up Little Mermaid like Halle Bailey, girl. Girl, that part of your world, That Part of Your World redo,
Ooh,
that gave the energy it needed. Cynthia with Elphaba, that gives the energy it needs. These songs need some soul. You're supposed to feel this music. And one thing about a goddamn black woman, when she gets up there with them goddamn vocals,
you gonna feel it, girl.
Mama. No shade. It's just no shade. But girl, I couldn't even get into the lip sync for real because I'm over here singing Cynthia the whole time.
No shade.
Like, girl, I feel like every time I hear Cynthia sing that song, I break down in tears. And nobody in all of Oz, no nigga,
come on, emotion
is or was.
There's just no emotion in the original version from what I like. Maybe it's because I'm spoiled, but when I heard it, I was like, oh God, I'm not gagging. I do feel like they both did fine. Ginger ate her up though. Ginger ate her up. Someone said this was the best lip sync of the entire show so far. I think Daya didn't do bad. Daya didn't do bad, and Ginger did good, but I don't know.
Ruby, I've heard this. Ruby said in the chat earlier that they watched the original on Broadway. They said wait until No Good Deed. I've heard No Good Deed is good because the thing is, I still don't know the music. I want to watch the Broadway after I watch part 2 so I can get into it, but I don't know any of the part 2 songs. So if I love everything they served in part 1, girl, imagine part 2, mama. Good girl, I'm excited. But no, I think Ginger ate her up because she gave the emotion, but Daya ate as well. Like if Daya was going against another person, I could see how Daya would have won. They both did their big one. I feel like in general, I can say this is one of the best lip syncs because I love the song. I love the theme. Think so as well. And I always love when it's a slower song because you can really see how the girls interpret the music. And I think they both did it well, bitch. Because what's her name? Diet was still back there waving that cape, bitch. She was giving Wicked Witch.
She was,
and Ginger was still giving Glinda, bitch. Okay. And I love this change. See, Diet low-key should have changed into something else because Ginger is serving this up, bitch. Okay.
I was going to say Ginger should have won the challenge. Well, she couldn't have. She should have made this exact dress for the challenge.
Other than blue.
And it was like
the fact that they both were glue was not eating it up at all.
It was just off. And I get it was water and wind, but like she should have at least done a different color. But their blues looked the same. That threw me off. But we moved.
I guess it was given aqua. I think that was their twist. It was like aquamarine or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it was. And it was unique. Girl, we moved. But yeah.
Then we get to the leaderboard. Essentially, Ginger wins, so she gets the 3 points for the episode. Daya has 2 points. Everyone else has 1 point at this time, because in the next episode they will have to delegate their point to another queen. Now, is this about to give congeniality, or is this about to give what we got in pink brackets?
It's about to give congeniality. The issue is that they're paired together, so I think that kind of also muted. I don't love that they're paired together either, but it was what it was. I kind of didn't care. But I think that's gonna Cynthia. Why wouldn't Cynthia give it to Alyssa? They were literally a pair for the challenge. Why wouldn't Acid give it to whoever?
That's so true. I didn't even think about
that.
They're
paired for the challenge. Like not duh, but like I just feel like it dulls.
I didn't even think of that.
It dulls the cuntiness of the points. They're fucking paired. Duh. So
maybe
I don't
they
think
should have each individually. Oh, this is what it could have been.
They should have been individually judged.
No, I got you.
Okay.
They should have did a performance, but it like one of the acting challenges where they play 2 different parts and they merge it together. So you create your own story, you create 2 different looks and 2 different characters that cannot be actual replicates of the Wicked, Glinda, and Elphaba.
I like that.
That could have been cunty. Now it probably would have been a little corny. That. I think this was less corny because usually the acting challenges go to CGI, all of it. They give it a little corny, but that would have tested the girls a little bit more. Also, it's like individual work, so it's not fucking obvious who the goddamn points are going to go to. Because why would you not give it to your homegirl for real? Like that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, we worked together in this challenge. I also didn't understand why they were the only. They've never done. It kind of did groups a little bit with the pink bracket, but not. Kind of, but not really. But I don't know. I just didn't understand why they were judged as a duo. That kind of threw me off. But we moved because they didn't do that in the other brackets. So I'm like, why are you doing it now?
We moved, and we can go ahead and get into the tier rankings, huh?
I know that's right, baby. Let's do it.
Girl.
Where are you at? Why are you not here?
Because you keep kicking me out. You don't love me.
No, it's because you love, girl. All right. Let's start off with Miss Issy Beatty.
Acid Betty,
about Miss
that look was so T. That look was T. I just hated that performance so much. To me, the performance brings them down to mid. Like if it was an actual competing performance, I would have said camp, maybe even mother. But that performance was terrible. Like they didn't put any work into that. Terrible. I agree with mid. Stood around and moved their arms.
I agree with mid. Acid Betty is, I think, my favorite of this bracket so far. I really, really like her. I'm not going to lie.
Personality for sure. You should watch 8. 8 is such a good season. 8 is one of my favorites. Such a good cast.
Alyssa Hunter. Trade for sure.
Child.
I agree with Child. Girl, I mean, I thought the look was cute, but the girl, it does give costume. And the performance was
serving it up in this cast photo. Like, girl, where is that at?
She is serving it up. I thought the look was cute, and I thought the performance was, cute. I just didn't understand it. But other than that, I'm not gagging. Personality-wise, like Alyssa doesn't stand out to me. She doesn't have the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent for me. No shade. Like
she doesn't.
She doesn't pop. No shade. Cynthia Lee Fontaine. I like Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
I love Cynthia Lee Fontaine. I like her so much. I want to say mid, but girl, it was a Child episode. It was.
It kind of was. I like her a lot. She has chances to move up. I'm fine with it because I like her.
Period.
Diabetic mother this episode. I'm sorry.
She did. Hula said anybody should be a mother. I think Hula said that because she don't want Ginger and mother, bitch.
I personally felt like Daya mothered the episode because Daya also had the only inkling of entertainment was also from Daya. So I'm like, she did everything she needed to do. She gave slight shade. She did amazing in the performance, and she did amazing with the look. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Denali, her padding was bad. Lisa,
Denali
was mid for me. What you think?
A lot of mids.
A lot of mids. And Ginger Mids, this is my mother. Sorry.
Damn, nobody in the chat saying mother. They're saying mid Daya. Oh my God, Cynthia Child.
I can understand that because like if you think about the other ones, and it's like we had like Aja and Irene and Mistress and Mother. It's like they're not giving them, but they're mother for their situation.
Like if we were doing all of them at this time, they would not be a mother.
No, they would be in mid at most. Truly. Damn, this cannot.
I was like, get it together.
Whatever. This is it. Girl, this is it, girl. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. Yeah, this is them. Nope. But yeah, that's it, girl. Let's move forward.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all, get into the other shit. Up next.
Amen.
What the fuck day it is? Saturday. We just did RuPaul's Drag Race. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we will be doing our Love Island coverage. If you are a fan of Love Island, please get into it. We're also going live other days. We've been live the last 2 Fridays, and we may pop up on another day. You never motherfucking know. Also, if you are a fan of Big Brother, we just started our Big Brother off-season coverage. Get into our most recent video, tier ranking the new era players. We have another video coming out this Monday. And is that it? Oh, BB Rewind. Okay, if you're also a fan of Big Brother, get into our BB Rewind series. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday to recap Big Brother 5. We talk about the live feeds. We talk about the cast. We player rate them. It's a fun time. Get into it. Period. And cast your votes for one of these 10 shows to be the next covered Reality Rewind series. Okay, the shows are BGC 7, Housewives of Atlanta Season 6, Flavor of Love Season 1, Celebrity Big Brother UK 17, Jersey Shore Season 2, Dance Mom Season 4, Drag Race Season 5, Vanderpump Rules Season 1, Top Model Cycle 6, and Big Brother Canada 5. Okay, vote one of these shows. If you already voted one, you can vote another. Just do not spam. Vote, please, and thank you. Mwah.
Period.
And yeah, get your show in because one of these are going to get covered in December, baby. So be there. Period. And girl, that's it. Because Pharaoh want to quit the scripted kingdom. So thank you for keeping it real with the kingdom, bitch. We're out.
We're out.